So we were in Prague. We're going to give you the do's and do nots in Prague if you're ever going.
Yeah. And talk a little bit about lads' holidays, I guess.
Yeah, lads' holidays.
Yeah, bit tips and tricks of a lad's holiday. Because basically all the mistakes we made, not do.
Yeah.
Not do.
Yeah.
Well, we spoke about that. Also the good things you did too.
Yeah. There was a little bit in there about asteroids. We talked about asteroids and how we're all going to be rich very, very soon.
And flood defences.
Flood defences, yeah.
It did. I think the county that we named the county that was probably going to be mostly underwater in the next 10 years.
So if, listen in if you live in a county in Ireland.
Clickbait.
Yeah.
Exactly. And where to go? Where's the highest county?
We had some interesting ones. We talked a little bit about guns.
Yeah. Manly.
Oh, guns and the power that we felt.
Yes.
I gave away some of the things. Okay.
There we go. Listening.
And then we did a waffle quiz, which was, in my view, historic.
It was historic in the sense that you actually guessed the question and you got it right.
It was an unbelievable shot in the dark.
Sometimes you just have to shoot in the dark.
It was one of those things where I put my hands over my eyes and I just threw it at the dartboard, and it came up with Trump's. In fairness, Donald Trump's. So will we name today's episode?
Yes. What have you got?
All right. Do you want to, John? Do you want to have a?
I think in like Prague lads ? Prague lads, because that's how it started, wasn't it? You got a message saying Prague ? Or something like that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Prague lads.
Kraken Prague.
Kraken Prague.
Yeah.
How would you spell that now?
Okay.
Crack R-A-C.
Like a crack N apostrophe Prague. Like Kraken Prague.
Yeah.
Okay. My one.
He's probably going to win. Look, because he looks confident.
Yeah.
It's because I actually put some
thought about
thought
it
into
while
these.
over in Prague.
My one is Czech Mate.
Yeah.
As in spelled Czech, as in Czech Republic.
Czech Mates.
As in Czech. Oh, you can Czech
Czech
Mates.
Mates, yeah. Yeah,
Czech
okay.
Mates.
I like it.
Yeah.
Czech
Let's
Mates.
go with Czech Mates.
Okay.
All right, so episode 52.
53.
53. Nice slap on the
Season
leg.
2.
Season 2, episode 1.
Yes.
Or episode 53.
Yes.
Yeah.
Czech Mates.
Czech Mate.
Mates.
Mates.
You did that last week as well.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Woo!
I still find myself singing that song randomly in the kitchen when I'm doing some cooking or something.
I'm starting to love the song less.
You're loving it less.
Yeah, I think I need to do a remix or something.
You're not loving it.
No, you can't do. You have to stay consistent.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Well, you could do like a. Yeah, go on, do a remix.
I will. I'm going to do a remix.
Why not?
Just something to spice it up a little bit.
Do it, yeah.
Do one for Christmas and put it like a Christmas jingle.
Oh yes. Okay, perfect. Well done, Bertie. You called that one very well.
Instead of like the drum, it's like a jingle bell.
Yeah, I like that. I'll do a Christmassy version for December.
Yeah.
All of December.
All of December. Cool.
Okay,
Excellent.
let's do it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 53.
Hey, Bert.
I hope you enjoyed episode 52, which was our birthday.
Yes.
So you can go back have a listen to that.
So we're now officially season 2
Season 2. We got renewed.
of the.
Yeah. We got
Big
the
news
sponsorship
this
deal renewed.
Yeah. Thanks to Waffles in Oldcastle for sponsoring us again for another year.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
We have to make more appearances up there.
Yeah, we haven't done any.
If there was like a coffee shop that was made for us, it's a coffee shop called Waffles.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And as we drink tea,
Yeah.
while you have your coffee.
How was the weekend, lads?
It's grand.
Yeah?
I've done absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all. You were on holidays, were you?
I was down in Cork.
Yeah.
West Cork.
Tell us about Cork, man.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. It was raining.
Of course it was. It's Ireland.
I tell you, Port Fermoy is going to be hit with, because their river is so high. I love it when you touch me on my neck.
Eat that mic.
Their river's so high, like it's up to the
How
top
high?
of the arch on the bridge,
Right.
and all the shops have sandbags ready.
Genie, it's that bad.
And like when you're looking out, there's obviously like a walkway along the river, but I've never been there when the river hasn't been that high, and you just see like the top of the bench.
Right.
And they've these like things across the road at the edge of the bridge, where they're obviously going to put up they have started on the path, like steel beams, and they're putting these flood defences up, like
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it must be to divert the water. They must get it pretty bad.
Is that always seems to be bad down there?
Yeah, well, I knew, like, you often see Cork on the news and stuff.
Cork.
I can never remember who it was from but Jesus, it was high. Like, all the park beside it was all the signs. You could just see the top of the sign and stuff. Like,
But aren't they saying, like, climate change and all that? Like, Cork will be underwater in 10 years and all that jazz.
It must be fierce low.
Fierce slow.
Fierce low. Oh, is in terms of sea level, Cork?
Yeah, it must be, yeah.
Or, like, the land is quite low.
Yeah, because even when you're driving along and driving through it, especially West Cork, because I've been down, like, East Cork or around Cork City, it doesn't seem as bad. But when you're driving through the countryside in West Cork, all the fields, I know it's been raining a bit, but there's all puddles and everything. It feels like big ass.
It's all splashy.
Yeah.
Just it makes you worry.
I was just going to see what height Cork is, but I can't seem to find it. Oh,
about knee high.
Okay, here we go. I'll tell you now. Cork. Oh no, does it say? Oh, it does. It's 92 feet above sea level.
That doesn't seem a lot.
What's that in meters?
2 feet. It's 3 feet per meter, so 30 meters. That's a good bit.
28 meters above sea level. It's not huge. Like,
no.
When you think Mexico City is 2,000 feet above sea level, I think it'll be fine. Like,
it should be. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, Mexico City.
In relation to, like, look up another town. Say, I know, Maynooth, Navan, because we're there.
Okay, let's look up Navan sea level.
Just when Sky's doing that, make sure you check out all our episodes. Especially last week's one, because it was our birthday.
Yeah, birthday
episode. We now have
episode.
52 episodes, so make sure you go back and listen to all of them. There's good crack in all of them. And we have Archive Sundays coming up as well. So
all of them, really?
Clips.
All of them?
Yeah, not 1 to 15. Oh, no, listen to listen to 1 to 15.
And make sure to DM us on Instagram. Check us out.
We've had a few dodgy weeks, like, where we've been like, you know.
As in, like, we had an off day.
Yeah, but then you can see how good we got, and then you can understand why LMFM
Is that the time
have been emailing us constantly.
Is that the time we weren't talking to each other? We still had to do the podcast.
Yeah, it was during the
so awkward.
The split. So Navan is 42 meters above sea level. What was Cork? 28. So Navan's 42. Just in relation to some
Navan's
other
gone first.
Yeah, some other towns. Cavan is 113 meters. Even in that, I don't think I want to go live there. Mullingar is 101 meters above sea level. Dublin is 20. Gone.
Supposedly O'Connell Street's going to be gone first.
Oh yeah, 20.
Yeah, that's quite low. But Dublin doesn't flood, so why does Cork flood?
I'm not sure.
Defences probably.
Oh, well, one's an ocean and one's a sea, I suppose. Does it make a difference?
I don't know. Interesting though.
Yeah.
Where would you go if Ireland flooded? Where is your destination?
In Ireland or the world?
No, in Ireland. Oh well, yeah, no, in Ireland. You could probably live
the Sugarloaf.
Right on top.
Right, and sit on top of a deck chair and a beer.
Watch everything flood below you. I think I'd go Wicklow.
Yeah, definitely you'd have to go to Wicklow,
Yeah.
Wicklow, Kerry or Donegal.
Yeah,
Donegal's a good shout.
I think all down that coast. Mayo, Galway, Donegal, Clare. There's some lovely parts there.
It's gorgeous, but I'd imagine a lot of it will be gone.
I think my favourite spot, it has to be Dogs Bay though.
Dogs Bay, never been. What? Tell us about it.
Oh, you have to go in Galway. No matter, I've been there now 4 times, all different weather, and it's still class every time you go there.
What's good about it, like?
It's just like an alcove beach, and the sand is like proper sand. I haven't seen a jellyfish there yet. The water's just kind of calm. There's not big waves. You can go in. You can go for a dip. It's just nice, and it's peaceful and tranquil and everything.
I wish you could describe everything in my life.
Is it just a coincidence that you haven't seen jellyfish there, or is it actually a spot that jellyfish don't come into?
I think it's because it's not coming straight in off the ocean. So because it's like a horseshoe shape, that the water has to come in and around, and maybe like the jellyfish doesn't catch the waves in.
Right, okay.
I have no idea, but I've been there 4 times at different times of the year, and I've never seen a jellyfish.
Have you ever been stung by a jellyfish?
No, thank fuck.
Neither have I.
No, me either, no.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't swim, so.
It's not been a problem in my life, like, really.
Well, there's really dangerous ones. What are they called?
Box. Is it the box jellyfish?
Oh,
no, it's the Portuguese ones, isn't there? What are they called?
I can't remember. There's really dangerous ones.
I've been on holidays and there'd be dead jellyfish on the beach, and you like wonder how we didn't walk in them.
There's ones that are like a pinch, and then there's one that has tentacles.
But like it's the actual strings that sting you, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Tentacles.
They don't have to bite you or anything. It's just if you touch them.
And some are really bad. Like some send you to the hospital.
Do they? they pay for the cab.
You like get into that car there.
Here's 20.
I stung you.
Tell your ma I said hello.
They're poisonous.
Yeah. Well, the stings are stingy. Is that poison? Same thing? Yeah, it is, I guess.
Well, does the nettle have poison?
Yeah, well, I suppose it does. Yeah.
No, I think that's the difference between the bad ones and the ones that are okay. One's a sting, and one is like injecting poison.
Like, as in that one actually bites you, like.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Jesus.
How much research have you done on jellyfish?
For a man that knows nothing much about jellyfish,
He seems to know a lot about
you know a
jellyfish.
good bit
Yeah.
now.
I can't think of those names. What the name of the
Isn't
one's called?
what is it?
Tiger shark.
That's a shark, I think.
No, tiger shark. Hang on.
Tiger sharks are vegetarians.
There's box jellyfish. They're quite dangerous. But isn't there there's one with a Portuguese name or something? Is it Man of War?
Oh, Man of War. Yeah,
Man of War.
because that's also a place in Dublin.
Man of War. What a cool place.
The Man of War, yeah, they were the scary ones.
Right, find your jellyfish fact and then let's move on from this topic.
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep talking about jellyfish.
I'm probably not going to be able to find that.
So what you do at the weekend, Scotty?
I gigged. Oh no, I did. I played the Puka Festival.
Yes, you did.
I got a call on the Thursday from Sculwara in Trim. We must tag Sculwara.
Yep.
And their drummer got COVID. They had a 12-song set list. Oh, more than 12 songs. 12 was all I had to learn.
Yeah.
That needed a drummer, and they're like, "Can you do it?" I was like,
And you learned
yeah.
12 songs. Did you know these 12 songs before you
Nope.
did? It's insane. How do you do that?
It was.
Did you just listen to them once and then that was it? I know it.
Pretty much, yeah. But I wrote out like cheat sheets for them. So I had this tablet beside me, and I was like.
But you were
away.
saying before last week, like, it's just mathematics.
It is maths, yeah. And knowing playing music for so long, you kind of know where songs are going to go.
Yeah.
And plus, I was watching the director. I was just keeping my eyes on him drumming, and I was just watching everything he was doing, and he was keeping his eyes on me. We were like locked in this intense stare,
beautiful.
just watching each other.
Why,
And
what
he
was he
like-
doing?
Well, he was going to tell me when there were stops in the songs, and
No way.
when we were finished the song and stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
He was keeping an eye on me. He guided me through it. Mihal Kerr, fair play to Mihal in fairness.
Very
I
good.
was tagging
Good
him as
stuff,
well. He was
Mihal.
brilliant. So I had a great time at the Puka Festival.
Yeah.
Were you at the Puka Festival?
I was. Wasn't too impressed with it now. I think it was their first year, so I'm giving them a break to not complain too much.
Yeah.
But Trim wasn't ready for it. Trim,
No.
like, card machines were down.
Were they really?
Yeah, electricity was, it was going out in some places.
The water went off as well.
The water ran out.
Oh God. Water's always going off in Trim,
yeah,
isn't it? It's terrible.
It was just not like any pub you went into, no card machines.
Genie.
Chippers had no card machine. Everybody was down. Like, internet was gone.
No way.
Couldn't post that on Instagram.
Oh my. Well, that's the most
Oh,
important thing.
jeez, it was terrible. I panicked. Then like I was reading a post because I only went down to see the procession.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. My parents went to that as well.
And it was packed out because I went with kids.
Yeah,
And bad idea to go with kids because
It was just packed, was it?
there's just rude people everywhere.
Yeah.
Like we went stood on the side of the road with 2 kids.
Yeah. People
And basically
pushing
we were
by
like,
you.
oh, happy days, we're at the front here. The kids will be able to see everything. Then a line came across in front,
Yeah.
stood out in the road in front of us, big tall lads. And then another line. And then the stewards came along and said, right lads, push in there. And everybody just
And they
pushed
pushed
us.
back.
So all of a
Yeah,
sudden
yeah.
we were like third row back. And the kids are like, can't see. I can have to lift them up and everything.
No way.
Disaster. But then on the Sunday night, then we went to see Blind Boy,
Yeah.
live podcast.
Go on, bye.
Great. Because they obviously listen to our podcast, doing a Halloween special. Got a good few tips off us.
He's a
Very
fan, I
similar,
think.
was it?
It was very similar. It was like note for note, like as in this talked about mythology and
That's why we got in there the week early, the
Yeah.
week before.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah. Did he tell your story about the Puka?
he did. He told my story. He said there's a story by John. Didn't say my last name though.
Well, shout out to Blind Boy anyway.
I kept on singing the JB Waffler song. And all that kind
Just
of
to
stuff.
annoy him.
Yeah.
Infuriating for him.
But yeah, and that was it. So, but
good.
I'm looking forward. I'd say next year would be better.
Yeah, of course, it's going to develop year by year.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first year of it, though, was it? There was one
They
last
tried
year.
it in 2019
or 19, yeah.
and
there was
didn't
the COVID thing.
didn't
yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
It didn't go ahead.
It seemed
Alright.
that they went fairly big, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd say
they
they spent
did.
more money on advertising than the actual event.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, but I say you have to do that. You kind of throw the boat out at the first one and
see
just
what works.
see what happens.
I heard a lot of Dublin people had trouble because there's no Dublin buses going back up to Dublin at the end. Like there's 300 people at the bus stop.
Well, sure, half of them live here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They can just chill out. I'm sure they've got cousins in the
cousins and
town.
friends. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's the Puka Festival. You were in Cork. You did that. I was in the Puka Festival as well. Will we move on to our
You were
news?
in it. I was at it.
Have you seen that NASA confirms it's launching a mission to explore an asteroid that could make everyone on Earth a billionaire?
Yes, I read it and that annoyed me.
Yeah, so they have confirmed that they're launching a mission next year to explore an asteroid worth a whopping... now, I have to get my figures right when I see this. This is bananas. 8,000 quadrillion.
Jesus.
Enough to theoretically make everyone on Earth a billionaire. To be clear, that's look at the amount of zeros. Okay, 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.
Wow.
It's a lot of
what's in it?
zeros.
Vibranium or something? Is it?
That's not a real thing. That was.
What do you mean it's not real?
That was in a Marvel movie.
Wakanda Forever. But if everybody's a billionaire, then does that make everybody's coffee is going to be like €500 instead of
Yeah,
$5?
it devalues everything.
Yeah.
basically,
We'll be like the Czech Republic. Everything cost €5,000. So it contains iron, nickel, and gold worth about 10,000 quadrillion.
I thought gold just originated on Earth, so there's gold elsewhere.
Yeah, apparently so. And yeah, so I mean, they're saying that it could make everyone on Earth a billionaire, but that's presuming that money was shared out amongst people on Earth.
As soon as they find that, I'll be knocking on the door.
Yeah, it'll make someone a billionaire, but
Come in the post.
probably not us, I'd say. But exciting to see little bits of, like, that's movie stuff, isn't it? Sending up a rocket and blowing stuff out
Send
of
Bruce
an
Willis
asteroid.
up.
Could we get an advertisement on the side of the rocket?
JB Waffler. No, I don't think so. But yeah, we will try and get some advertising somewhere soon. So that's to be announced, I think. We're
Big announcement.
Might have something coming up in the news there. You might see.
Keep an eye on Sky Sports.
All right, second piece of news is about a guy who won the Euro Millions. So he scooped a massive 108 million jackpot and revealed, yeah, I know, right? He initially found life as a rich man boring.
You could buy 1.5 Haalands.
He's doing it wrong.
1.5 Haalands. What would you do? Just bring them into your house to serve you tea and stuff. So a former mechanic won the, transnational draw in March 2014 buying £10 worth of lucky dip tickets, one of which matched the 7 numbers needed to scoop the sizable jackpot. With the winnings, he swapped his Ford Focus for a fleet of luxury supercars, including Jaguars and Porsches, and he bought a Grade 2 listed mansion situated with a sprawling 400-acre estate. But he said that he found, he gave it work and just started partying and stuff, and he said that he found the lifestyle boring. He had no purpose. He found it hard to kind of have meaning to do anything.
So you know how to build some schools.
Yeah, do something.
Find meaning.
What would you do?
Pay for meaning.
If you won, realistically, I know we'd all kind of
that sounds like the whole topic of a podcast.
It does, yeah, but we'll try and fit it into about 2 minutes because we don't want to do that.
Okay.
What would you do if you won? Would you continue to work in the job that you're working in?
How much would we win?
Well, let's go with this guy's one. He won 108 million.
100 million. No, I would not be in the job that I'm currently in.
Okay, so outdoorliving.ie. You have to make sure.
No, I
John
would not.
doesn't
I'd be
triple that
immediately gone. Literally, I'd be gone straight away.
Would you start a business, or would you be like, what's the point?
No, why would you start a business?
But why wouldn't you start a business?
Yeah.
What would be your purpose? What would you do?
I don't know.
Would you be like Dragon's Den
Jet
and have
ski.
people come in?
Jet ski
and
everywhere. Just heading down the shops, just fucking buy one of the roads in the town,
turn
it
it
into a river. And just jet ski everywhere. Oh, there's John now.
Roadworks everywhere. Just turn every road into a river for John.
The council. I just changed the county council's name to Council of John. Just get them to do whatever.
Which town would you destroy?
I want to go down that street. John, that's a road there. There's a school there. You can't. Buy them all jet skis.
Oh, God.
I've never seen anybody unhappy on a jet ski, honestly.
Well,
have you ever seen a sad guy on a jet ski coming back from jet ski and he's like, oh,
Did you used to own a jet ski?
No, I never did. I used to scam off other people.
Oh, right, okay.
All my friends had jet skis.
All right, okay. So they had jet skis, and did they seem happy?
So happy. So happy. Like, the happiest people I've ever met. That's why. Now I have read of stories of people that have been dying to get a Ferrari and they eventually buy the Ferrari and then they're sitting there going, what's next now?
Yeah,
I don't want a fucking Ferrari.
You still can't go that fast. Still speed limit.
What's next after the Ferrari?
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody knows.
Jet ski.
A new Ferrari.
What happened? You won from Limerick. She won 120 million, didn't she?
I'm not sure.
Her life went to hell, I think.
Really?
Didn't their son pass away and stuff like that?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. I think I'd keep on doing what I'm doing. I love what I do.
Why though?
Because I love it. It gives me purpose.
You wouldn't be under pressure.
You'd immediately be one of the richest people in the world.
Yeah, but I think I'd still do what I do because I love doing what I do. It gives me meaning.
Yeah.
I am who I am because of what I do.
We're just very different.
Of course, I'd buy a jet ski. Of course, I would, and I'd buy you one instantly as well. What? 2, 3? I'll buy you one as well. Why not? Sorry,
JB Waffle Hour stickers on the side.
And I had to buy Robbie Kennedy one as well because he came with us to Prague. So
we'd be able to like just be the JB Waffle Hour.
yeah, we could do it full time, I guess. Yeah.
No, you'd have to set up. I would set up a business. Yeah, a fairly big business, but I'd have offices around the world, so I'd have a purpose
and
going
then we could
around
buy
them.
checkoffs and make Blair bring us up tea.
Why would you make him do that? Like he's some sort of servant boy.
No, he's still the manager. It's just that he'd have to open until we're doing the podcast.
That's his only purpose then. From 6 until 9 o'clock, is he have to bring us up tea. He has to wait around. Poor Blair.
However, I'd love to be. Speaking of that, I would love to be a butler for a rich person.
Really?
Yeah, I would actually. I'd be a really good butler. I like to serve.
What's the odds that you get a job as a butler and it would be Batman?
Pretty high, I'd say.
Could be good.
Interesting. Like.
Would you change your accent if you were a butler?
No,
you wouldn't. You just stay with the.
We would just
Here's your tea. Here's your tea.
Yeah. You want tea there? You're meeting the president of China. How's it going?
I was going to do a Chinese accent there, but I'm afraid from doing that. So you just say with the old Irish accent, and
yeah.
How's your breakfast? What do you want? Sausages? Is it scrambled eggs? Why you have an accent? I don't know.
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs and toast.
Which car do you want today?
You rang, did you? Oh God!
No, literally just going. I'd literally just my whole job would be like, sorry, I'm late.
I was buffing up the jet ski. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm late. I was tired.
You are the worst butler I've ever had.
I was out last night.
How did we get to butlers?
I don't know, I'd like to be one. That's all I'm saying.
Let's move on from this. Will we head on to our topic for the day?
Topic.
So we were in Prague last weekend.
The podcast is making that much money. We could buy 4 flights. Like 3 wasn't enough.
Stop telling people that.
No, we're sponsored by.
Someone asked me if that was true last week, and I was like, "No, that's not true. We had to pay for our own flights."
Sponsored by The Loop Dublin.
Waffles and Oldcastle sent us away to Prague. So I'm going to give you. Technically, what we went on was a lads' holiday, and they get a bad rap, don't they? Lads' holidays. But I think it's age dependent that they get a bad rap on because, in my head as well, when we were going away, I was like, this is a lad's holiday. This is going to be wild.
Yeah.
Even in my own head.
It wasn't really, it'd be different, I think, if it was a stag or if it was someone's 40th or.
Yeah, you'd feel it was customary to go wild. Yeah.
Where, I think Robbie started it first, you said. And said it to you, but there was meant to be a bigger group, and in actually I was kind of happy that it wasn't, because imagine trying to control 20 lads.
Well, you couldn't.
No.
You'd have to break off into little splinter groups.
I think so.
Yeah.
But even when we went on your stag in Kilkenny, that was only Kilkenny. It ended up being 4 or 5 went there, 5 or 6 went
Thanks for the
there.
invite, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
So how this all came about was Robbie sent me a text and was like, "Look at these flights to Prague." And then I sent him back a message and I was like,
they're booked.
I booked these flights to Prague. You book yours now. And he was like, I've booked my flights to Prague. Now what will we do?
What a story.
Excellent.
And that's how it came about. And then we recruited the motley crew that you see before us. So it was just a random idea. But I think that's a nice thing to do the odd time. It
was a great idea to do it.
Just book it.
And booking them was the best thing, because I probably would never have went.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said the same to myself. I said, I better book these flights because I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
And I think we should definitely do it again.
Well, we've got hotels booked for next year because I mistakenly booked them for the wrong year. Yeah. So we have to go back this time next year again.
So if you take one of the main points about booking a lads or girls holiday is to make sure you book the hotel for the right year.
I think they did that on purpose. I really do.
So basically the topic is that we went to Prague, and now what are we doing? We're telling people about Prague, or the do nots and do's.
Yeah,
the do's.
So we went with Aer Lingus.
Yeah,
and the flights were, well, you got probably a better deal than I got on the flights.
Will we go exact prices and stuff? They're in between 100 and 200 quid anyway.
Yeah, well, mine was
260.
Mine was 236.
Get out, were they?
336.
Mine was only 100.
I was 2 weeks after you guys.
Yeah.
I was a good bit before ye, I think.
Yeah, a good bit, like a month, I think.
You booked yours in July.
July,
so we went in October. You booked yours in August. I booked mine the first week of September.
Yeah, mine was in August then.
And mine was 336.
And yours is what?
260.
All right, they're expensive enough, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just shows you though you need to book a good bit out.
Yeah. Because I was monitoring. Like I think I was a bit short on cash the month you guys did it, so I said I'll wait till payday. And basically when I went to go pay for payday, it was like 100 quid more than.
And I like your thing about checking the bag. I didn't check it. I brought it on, but like you were right. It was so handy not having your bag.
Yeah,
with you,
great.
carrying
Brilliant.
around the airport,
Yeah.
like.
Just hands in pockets. Great.
Me and John went the right way.
And it didn't take that long to get them on the other side either. Now maybe that's just Aer Lingus. I don't know what any other.
We could have been lucky just with the flight that we had where we were going to the weekend. We were going as well. Just could have been lucky. Like
we're lucky it wasn't actually the bank holiday weekend. I said it was much busier.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I know someone. We all know someone. Paul was on the podcast. Remember Paul Caldwell?
Yeah.
He went to Iceland. It was a few weeks ago anyway. And he had a nightmare. So he was competing.
Really?
Yeah, he was competing in
So he
biking. So
bike had to go.
Yeah, he was bringing the bike with us. There was a load of them were bringing bikes with them, and they checked them in or whatever, and they were going to get them on the other side. And when they got to Iceland, they had like trackers on their bikes.
I think I heard this on the radio. Was that him? That his gang?
Yeah. So he, they got to the other side anyway, and they were still in Dublin.
Mad.
So they were
They
stuck.
were never put on plane.
No, they were stuck
who
without
did
their
he go with?
bikes.
Are we allowed to say who we went with?
No. Well, no. I think he said it as well. I'm not going to disparage him. I can't remember which airline it was. I think it was Iceland Air or something. It was like their company. But they were basically stuck without their bikes on a weekend, and
they specifically went for cycling. Like.
Yeah. So they put out like running communities have like a community and Facebook groups and stuff.
Is there any bikes in Iceland? Like, is that what they're looking?
Oh, they have a few bikes in Iceland. Yeah.
4.
They were just lucky. One of them was like a little tricycle,
and the other one was that big giant wheel at the front.
Anyway, they got snookered basically, but we could have been snookered like that as well with bags. You just never know.
Yeah.
But you know.
But there was the plane wasn't full when we were going over.
Yeah, I had a full empty row myself.
Yeah, because you moved rows.
Yeah, I was at the front and
So
just seen an empty row.
We waited for is it automatic seating or selection or whatever?
Now here's the thing with that. You can pay for the seating if you want to.
It was $23.99 each way though.
However, you can also wait. There's a window just before that. I don't know.
I did not know about that window.
Yeah, neither did I until I went in and checked for seats. But it's a certain amount of time before that you can go in and pick your own seat for free, and then they close that window and then it's all automatic.
It was like it was at least 20 hours before.
Yeah,
we booked on a taxi from the gun range in.
Jesus, John, don't jump ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, now people know.
Edit it. Edit it.
Gun range.
The whole story.
Edit it.
I was going step by step.
Well, they still don't know what gun range is. It could be anything.
Gum range.
Yeah,
chewing
gummy
gum range.
Gummy range.
So yeah, and your experience of Prague, what did you think of it?
We're still on the flight. Are we jumping?
We're still on the flight, yeah.
Let's get it off the flight. Come on.
What colour was the plane?
Let's keep her moving. It was one of those ordinary ones.
We picked a Grandeur hotel. I thought that hotel was really nice.
Actually, Bertie, I was well impressed with that hotel.
Yeah,
that was
very
posh.
nice.
That was like a full like white leather couches, white ceilings, white ground.
Yeah.
Everything.
Rooms were nice. Bathroom was nice. The toilet paper was in a pint, which you know you're in a
Jesus
classy
Christ.
place.
Yeah.
When you see that.
Yeah.
Shower. The only thing I will say, I do like a shower and a bath, or just a shower. I don't like a shower in a bath.
You did comment on that, yeah. Me and you stayed in the same room, Bertie, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Robbie and Scotty bunked together.
We did in the same bed,
Yeah, so we were lucky we
nice.
got them side by side, which
head
is
to
handy.
toe.
Yeah.
And €135 each for the weekend.
That was savage price.
Look, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Will I name a few things? Let's see if we did actually any touristy stuff. So our plan was to go and see Prague.
What was the taxi in? Sorry.
31 quid.
Oh, 31 quid taxi in from the airport.
5,000 Czech, whatever they are. Are they krones?
Well, I think 250 we worked out. 250 Czech krones was in
tenner.
around a tenner.
Yes.
Ish.
So will I list out a few things and
Yes,
I
let's
can
see
say if we actually touch them, because this is
So we
very
arrived
funny.
Friday morning and we left Sunday morning.
So in Prague, this is the number one thing to do. You can go to have a beer in a spa. Apparently,
that was in the hotel.
that was in the hotel we were in.
We didn't do it though.
No, we didn't do it. The other thing is you can go and see the bizarre legend of Prague's astronomical clock tower.
We've seen that.
Which we did see, and we went in there.
Weird looking.
And then there's a replica of that as well. Pork knuckle is apparently a thing in Prague. It's a big Prague thing. It's pork
Sounds
knuckle.
like
eating pork knuckle.
Sounds like someone thumping you at the end of a night out.
Do pigs have knuckles?
I don't know. But apparently it's a traditional dish, and we didn't do that.
See that anyway.
Did not eat that. We just ate normal Italian food.
Prague is home to the world's second ugliest building. I didn't see that.
Don't remember seeing it.
No, didn't see that. It's also home to.
And I thought we were quite in the centre things because we were 5 minutes walk from a shopping centre, 10-minute walk from the square.
Oh yeah, we were right in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah, great
15-minute walk from the old bridge.
Grandeur Hotel, really good plot. Really.
It's also home to Central Europe's biggest club, like nightclub.
I've seen that.
Was that the one that was on the top?
Karlovy
It was
Lasne.
when we were walking over the bridge. It was on the right hand side, big blue lights. I remember seeing it, Europe's largest club.
Oh really? Is that just the name of it? It's pretty small.
Yeah.
It's ironic.
And the largest castle in the world, which we did see. We had to see Prague Castle. Just talks about the views.
You can do a walk around tour. I think was €15. A plug-in one you can get down for €22, or you can get a guided tour for €27. I don't think there's no point really getting.
No, we just made up our own stories about things.
Yeah, it was probably better in fairness.
Ivana Trump or whatever, she was in Ukraine, or not Ukraine, in Czech Republic, and she was in Prague, and she was in that thing that we were in, the big area that had a big presentation thing. Something was going on.
Ivanka.
Yeah.
At the same time?
The week before, I think.
Oh,
No way.
that's not as exciting.
Which one's
as
Ivanka? Is that
The daughter.
the blonde one
Is
that
it?
Donald Trump fancies?
right. I was about to say, is it the wife or the daughter? But it doesn't really matter with Donald Trump, does it?
So your mama was right. They do host a lot of things there.
Amazing.
Jenny.
Because it was empty when we were
It's
there.
quiet enough, wasn't it, in fairness? Now, the most fun that I had, I think, over the whole weekend was the scooters, which we realised that we were illegally driving around the streets of Prague.
That's why police jeeps were doing U-turns whenever we drove by, and we're like, why are they turning around?
When you think these scooters were like the bikes in Dublin, you can use an app and you can download the app and then you can scan the scooters and you can take them out over a certain radius or whatever. And so we were flying around
we
on
were
the paths,
rocketing.
going straight through that main square. When you think about it, the pedestrian square, we were flying through that on those.
But we weren't the only ones. We followed.
There was.
I was well impressed with them. They were great crack.
They were brilliant,
and they were rockets because we did go out on the road a few times, and
which is where they're supposed to be, by the way.
Yeah.
Although that busy road where I lost my hat.
Oh yeah.
We thought you died.
Yeah, we were really scared
like,
that you were
crap.
dead.
Who's going to pay for the flight?
Be an empty seat on the way home anyway.
The light definitely wasn't good enough for some of them roads.
Oh, the front light on it.
Jesus, no.
It was like a candle.
I was thinking the roads weren't really suited for the scooters either. That
was
They
terrible.
were cobble-lock.
You're going across like the tram track, and
It was a little bit scary.
We were
there,
going
I'd say.
fast, like any little mistake, and we'd a pint or two on us.
No, you can't be saying that.
No, we wouldn't drink drive at all.
No,
but
we had a pint
half
or
a
two
pint
on
on
us.
us. We were within the legal limit.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny on the Sunday morning, and we went on the path, and then we seen the policeman walking just like, and then he looked at us and came back down and waited for us at the pedestrian.
He was like,
we were like, we're in
fella,
trouble.
He was a big
We're-
unit, wasn't he?
Nice guy though, only when we get over there.
Yeah, and in fairness, we weren't flying around at that stage. We weren't flying around. We were kind of walking them, and
We looked like proper tourists.
yeah. So, and he told us, lads, you can't be on the footpaths and those things. You have to be on the roads.
So then we got off and walked them.
Sheepishly.
We were like ducks. Why is he walking the same direction we're going?
and then we waited at the pedestrian for the green light, and he's standing beside us, and the light never came. And
It was ages, wasn't it?
And then he walked across, and do we go with him?
Yeah, he literally went across and said, "It's okay to go now. You're allowed to go."
Just go. Get out of my sight, you feckin' messers.
And then we hopped on them and we zoomed down that road.
So that was my favorite thing, I think.
I think they were very beneficial, like, because even getting home, because we were a good bit away from the hotel.
Yeah.
We were home in like 2 minutes, wasn't
It
it?
was brilliant. And I think they should bring them in here. But that type of thing would not last in Ireland. We talked about
It had to
this.
be all dumped in Ballymun.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the story with the bikes? They're only specific things, and you lock them into a yoke, is it? The bikes in Dublin?
Was it? Oh, in Dublin.
Oh, in Dublin.
Yeah, the scooters were
There's
just
ports. Yeah, so there's like
Yeah, you
bike
have to
places
hook it
where you
up.
have to bring them into. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with that in Dublin, wouldn't you not?
What was on your app? Just like a little red spot to park them, was it? And you put them.
No, so it was like a zone. So there was red zones where you couldn't park them or whatever,
right.
and then there was green areas where you could just. We were in a lot of the green
You
areas.
just leave them anywhere on the footpath.
Just leave them anywhere.
In Dublin, I guarantee you, if you left them around like that, someone would trip over and sue Dublin City.
Oh,
Council.
absolutely, yeah. I'm surprised that hasn't happened in Prague.
It's probably because they're normal.
But I mean, there's. I guess I didn't look at the app. I think I was drunk when I was downloading the app. But there must be a waiver.
Not when you're driving it. Though.
No.
Terms and conditions accept.
It's just, whatever. I could have accepted anything, but there probably is a waiver on the app to say that if you hurt yourself while you're on them, it's your own
A disclaimer.
Yeah, but even if someone's just walking down the street and they're left there,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
someone's
that's true,
texting on the phone trips over it.
Yeah.
In Dublin, that would happen.
They were, like,
Oh,
they
absolutely, it would be. Yeah, yeah. They were everywhere, weren't they?
Yeah.
But they were great for getting around.
Great
This.
to get around,
I'd love to have one actually.
What about Crazy Daisies?
I don't remember that.
Oh, the cocktail bar
Oh yeah, yeah.
with the funky cocktails, the light bulb.
Do you want to describe them? Because obviously I didn't drink it.
I was planning that for ages. For
Oh
you.
yeah, you knew about it, like.
Yeah, yeah. I heard about it the day before. I think there was a card in our room,
Yeah.
and it was like Crazy Daisies. Because
I
we
was
got it
like-
from your man, actually. Sorry.
Right. Oh yes,
met
we
him.
did.
And it was in my pocket. I looked it up, and then we talked about what bars we were going to go to, and I couldn't see any bars that I
Yeah.
really wanted to go to, but I remembered that one with the mad cocktails.
I was like a kid in a candy shop.
John needs to go there, absolutely. So we went to Crazy Daisies. The emptiest place I think I've ever been in my life.
It was only open.
It literally had open 15 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, I know, but it was so empty.
Open at 7.
A few came in after us.
I tagged them on Instagram,
Yeah, yeah.
and basically after I tagged them like 2 minutes, I got a video call on Instagram from them,
No.
and I was like, I was in bed with the wife, like. So
What?
I
This
did.
is
So I
when we
didn't
came
answer.
home.
This
Oh,
is
this
like
is
when
post.
this is Monday, because I only posted about it when I was back in Ireland.
No way. All right.
Sunday
okay.
night maybe. And I wrote to them and said, sorry, I can't answer your video call because I'm at home in bed.
Yeah.
And they went, oops, sorry, rang you by accident.
They were just checking who it was.
I don't know.
Right, interesting.
They might have been inviting you back for a free cocktail.
So the theme of this
Oh, and,
place.
then wrote, are you still
What's the
here?
price?
Ooh, Janie, I don't remember.
What?
My card didn't work, thankfully.
The running team
15
was trying
quid.
to pay for stuff the whole time. But
That's-
his card didn't work.
That's still
Yeah.
happening. I think it's something to do with my phone.
Yeah. 15 quid a cocktail it was.
Was it 15 quid? Yeah.
Yeah.
15. Well,
They
is,
were-
is that all right, cocktail wise?
I don't know, is it? I don't drink cocktails.
Like if you went to the Merrion or something like that up in Dublin, or a 5-star hotel, yeah, you'd be paying them prices.
Okay.
But not to a bar.
I guess that's where we were, though. Like, that would look like that was like the main street in Prague, was it?
No, it was like in a little
Like
alleyway
shopping street,
off one of the side streets.
Was it?
Yeah,
No,
it wasn't
shit,
that
No, it was on
fancy.
the shopping
No,
street,
the
wasn't it?
Parliament building was up the very top of that road.
Yeah, that's where
Was
the
it on the
railway
same
was,
street? Because I thought
Yeah.
it was like off a bit.
No, it was on the
No.
main street, and you just went
We-
into the bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we walked up a little bit and then
down,
was
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fairly main. But like,
It was definitely a nice spot.
it was cool. I thought
Crazy Daisy's
I
bar.
thought it was cool.
It's kind of Romanesque kind of.
We must actually tag them
thing,
tomorrow.
right?
Yeah.
I thought the cocktails, the idea, and this I've laughed about this so much since we've come home. But the sight of Robbie drinking a cocktail out of a light bulb,
Oh.
Which he had to unscrew.
it was hilarious.
It was like the Incredible Hulk trying to have a shot. There's this giant hand around his light bulb.
Oh, so
he was so
funny.
angry.
So
He
So
was
angry.
so pissed off with being there.
So there was a base plate and there was like a bar coming up and down and the light bulb shaped glass.
We'll
was
put it up
screwed
on the
in.
Instagram.
Oh,
We'll put it up
so
on Instagram.
funny. Now, to explain to listeners, Robbie, he's a fairly straightforward man now.
Yeah.
He likes things to be things, and that's just the way that they are.
Yeah.
And this was hipster heaven, this place,
Oh, jeez.
and he hated it.
Even the barman took 7 or 8
Yeah.
minutes to make the cocktail.
shaking it this way,
He was-
shaking it that way. He was
Yeah,
class. In
it
fairness
was
to him,
fun.
Every
Full
movement
show.
of his hand was a burlesque show.
it was class. In fairness to him, he put on a really good show. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Um,
He made love to that glass.
he really did, and it tasted like it in my mouth as well. It was delicious.
Jesus.
It was a lovely, lovely cocktail. I really enjoyed that cocktail, to be fair.
And, what did you get? Was that candy floss with the sugar?
So there was candy floss in mine, and then when you poured the drink into it, the candy floss disintegrated into the drink.
Yeah, it was awesome. We should have got a video of that.
Very cool. I was too excited. I'm just pouring it
Yeah,
in.
And-
sometimes you can't video everything. You have to experience life,
Yeah.
don't
That's
you?
it. That's
Yours
it.
looked like a little teapot.
Mine was a glass teapot. I had to drink out of
Spout.
the spout.
Now, how did you honestly feel drinking out of the spout? Did you think that was really cool?
It looked dainty.
It looked very dainty.
It was.
It looked
was-
like you were having a great time, but you felt a little bit silly.
No.
No?
Silly's part of all the experience, isn't it?
Okay, okay.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was very cool. I like that
Yeah.
place. You would not maybe stay there the whole night. You'd be broke.
You'd be broke, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a big, giant gang over the far side after when we were leaving, though, like 7 or 8 guys.
Yeah.
Who looked all the same, like black hair,
I'd say they're all
beards
tech
and
guys.
glasses.
What's that about? Yeah, hipster mustaches.
Yeah.
Robbie was hating it.
Oh, he hated that. But he even looked odd.
Yeah, he really
sitting
did.
on the booth.
Big block of an Irishman just sitting there.
I love no matter where we are, and it goes to Robbie to order the drink, and he goes, "Oh, well, whatever. John, you order for me."
Yeah.
You get whatever there.
So Irish. I wonder what Robbie's perfect bar would be. Do you think it's like on a building site somewhere underneath a building?
I'd say one made out of pallets. The beer is out of a bucket.
Yeah.
You just scoop the pint glass into it with a handle.
Hardy.
And it's just whiskey and Guinness.
Yeah. No, it's the, you know, when you're in a bar and there's the tray that catches all the pints underneath it. You just scoop it into that and you drink it.
Oh, he's so anti-hipster. I loved it. That was my favorite part, watching him drink out of the light bulb.
It was brilliant.
Oh, so funny.
The jazz bar was cool.
Remind me what that was.
When we walked down the steps, and because there was a dog,
the jazz bar. Yes,
the dog was in the bar. That
There was a dog in the bar. There was a bar dog.
bar dog.
It was class.
What type of dog was that?
It looked like a brown Dalmatian.
Yeah, it was Dalmatian-y. Yeah.
He had a cool little bandana on him.
Very, very cool.
He was jazz.
And everyone in the bar was from South Korea.
Really strange.
Apparently, South Korea loves jazz.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, neither did I. That was a lovely spot. The music was good. I was starting to get a little bit repetitive for me.
Well, how long did we stay when the music started? Half an hour?
But half an hour,
Yeah, we
It was
got
enough.
two drinks.
It was enough for me.
This is your first Negroni, Scotty.
That's right. It was the first one. The first few sips weren't fantastic,
Yeah.
and then I got into the spirit of things.
It's like Guinness. Nobody likes their first sip of Guinness.
Well, can I say actually is it Cuba Libre?
Cuba Libre, yeah.
That was delicious.
They are
That was my
nice.
favorite. I
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah.
Are they kind of Mexican-y?
Yeah, I think it literally is Mexican.
Right.
Robbie loved it as well.
Yeah.
We were at the Blind Boy podcast and
No.
Trim Castle Hotel, and he, I said, "Do you want to drink at the bar?" And the bar was literally just bottles of Heineken and pints of Guinness. That was all that's at the bar.
Right.
And I said, "Robert, what do you want to drink?" "Give me one of those Cuba Libre things."
He's addicted to them.
I was like, "I don't think they'll have that up there, but I'll ask." I didn't ask. I just got him a beer.
All right. Nice.
I'd say, because the place was packed, I'd say I would have got the rolly eyes as soon as I asked the barman for a Cuba Libre cocktail.
Of course. Yeah. That's hilarious that he loved them. Will you see Robbie now? The next time you see him, he'll have like a check shirt and a little mustache that doesn't serve any purpose.
And he'd be cycling to work.
Yeah, with his Doc Martens. But yeah.
I like the pastry chimneys.
Oh,
with the ice cream.
I do remember those. They were so filling though.
Yeah, you can't get them at Christmas markets and different things, but
Yeah.
they're basically like this cylinder pastries.
That's going on the video.
Calepo or something they're called. It's a Czech Republican
So there's like
thing.
a Malteser in the bottom, and then there was like the sauce around to put whatever sauce you want around it, and then put the ice cream in. But the thing I liked about it, I got an Oreo and one of them Kinder Yolks in the ice cream.
In it, yeah.
Perfect.
The cone was like what, like a pastry?
Yeah,
type
like a
thing.
bready or something
And
like
they
that.
had like 4 or
Pastry
5
chimney.
different types of chimneys as well.
I didn't have one. I didn't have any.
Yeah,
I just found out.
nice.
I just didn't want ice cream at
Just
10
too
o'clock at
much.
night.
Yeah, I could eat ice cream at
Well,
any stage.
The thing about it, lads, is that I was hoping every time we went for dinner, it's like, they're going to ask for the dessert menu. They're gonna ask for dessert.
We never did.
And you're
No.
like, oh, can we have the check there? And I think, oh, for fuck's sake.
Why didn't you tell us?
Speak up, will you? Come
So
on.
every time we went out, it was just a main course.
We actually discussed maybe Bertie doesn't want dessert.
Yeah.
I was crying inside.
That
but
was a
then-
big thing. It was like, I don't think Bertie really wants us to get dessert. He
Yeah,
wants to kind of
let's
move
just
on.
get the bill.
Yeah.
Well, I got the chimney that night, and then I got the cone the following night, so it's all good.
So
Okay.
you're a dessert guy. You like dessert
I'm
stuff.
3 courses.
Of dessert.
No, when you go out.
Right. Yeah, no, I
We'll
wouldn't
remember
go-
that next time.
But yeah.
But
No,
you
we
see,
don't.
I don't have a pint or a cocktail or whatever, so my thing is to get the full experience. But Sarah said the desserts were pretty poor in most restaurants.
Right.
They're not really a dessert
Okay.
focused kind of place. So,
Okay, well then that's probably why. Because
Yeah.
in fairness, the dessert menu kind of wasn't pushed on us.
yeah.
No.
I did like that pizza in that Italian place was nice. I can't remember what it was called.
Is that the one I had the closed pizza in?
Yeah, the calzone. Is
Why
it?
do I not remember any of this?
Yeah, you had pasta.
Remember I ordered a pizza.
Did I
and
have
Robbie had lasagna.
Oh, I do remember that actually. Yeah.
Oh, there, yeah. I had lasagna.
No, you had
no,
the
that was the
calzone. that
calzone.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Robbie got lasagna. He got pork ribs, no?
People,
No,
people listening to this are like, yeah. This is really interesting.
Yeah, this is
They're
like
bored
this is amazing.
shitless.
But anyway, yeah. So I got closed pizza for my first time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your closed pizza?
I thought you were going cab.
I made it all the way through that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
for
did
me,
fair
it was
play.
huge.
I wouldn't let it
Um,
win. I eat whatever is on the plate. It's my
So the
Motto.
food was good, but the thing that I would say that we didn't do was that we didn't go for any sort of traditional food.
yeah.
We were
Prague
like,
food.
let's have Italian and let's have
Well, you're walking,
Mexican, which was
You're
delicious.
walking along, and a lot of them are like in Ireland, I suppose there's Italian places or whatever country, and you just go and oh, that looks nice, and we kind of just went in there.
Yeah.
Them ribs though on the last night, they were nice.
They were good ribs.
Yeah, and I thought they were going to be spicy as fuck, but they weren't.
They weren't.
And they weren't. Did
No.
you enjoy them in the end?
Oh, they were class. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Good.
And you're a big sulky butt as well when we went in. Big sulky face. Yeah.
I can't eat any of this. It's like spicy.
Can't eat spice. It was
chili,
literally Tex-Mex
Asian-
restaurant. It was the most spiciest restaurant in Prague.
So funny. Can I say that was my favorite restaurant where we ate?
Yes.
The nacho was it nachos I had?
You had the nachos. They were
beautiful.
Why can't you remember what you
It was
I don't know.
Was it Dog's Restaurant or DG?
Oh, I
I have
don't
a
know.
picture of it there. I think it was called the DG Restaurant.
It was lovely, but it was over in the old town.
Yeah.
Where we actually saw that rapper. What was his name?
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
So we saw DJ Khaled in
Yeah.
Old Town, and me and John decided to go round the far side of him just to actually make sure it was him and see if we could get a picture with
Yeah.
him. And as we approached him and were looking straight at him and his minder, he started speaking German for some reason.
We made eye contact
And
too.
we made eye contact with him and his minder. And then we suddenly realised that he was actually probably in the mafia, and we
Yes.
ran like crazy.
Yeah, because he was there for a good 2 hours as well.
He was.
It was
He was
like
sitting there for
he
ages.
owned that area that he was sitting in.
Yeah. And so
And
we walked
he was
very
scary because
abruptly
he had
away.
two
But
wives.
It wasn't actually him.
Two wives. It was not DJ
No,
Khaled.
no.
No, it was
Some
someone who
German
was
guy.
definitely in the mafia.
There was a lot of Russians around.
There was, yeah.
Yeah, big
heavy,
Russian tourists.
heavy Russian influence in the town.
Yeah.
I felt anyway.
Influence in the town.
I felt, yeah.
Like
yeah.
what? Like what kind of example?
Just I don't know. The architecture and stuff felt kind of Russian to me.
Well, it's ex-Soviet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And like a lot of the signs and stuff.
Yeah.
I know that's all. What's the difference in the language?
As in the Czech Republic language and Russian language.
Yeah.
How do you describe differences in the languages?
What's one called over the other?
Czech Republican. I'd imagine it's called Czech.
Everyone spoke English, so we didn't have to actually.
No.
think
Yeah,
about that.
everybody spoke English. It was great. English signs
We were,
everywhere.
Well, you can check that, but we were in the,
Check that.
we were in the castle, and just at the end of the castle, where did you Google the? You've already spoiled it where we went.
I
but-
didn't. Nobody knows yet.
Right, how did this come about? Because I explained this to someone the other day, and they're like,
But
"What did you do?"
Were you just googling what to do?
we
in
were
Prague?
we were coming out, and we were coming out like of an armory, a weapons armory, and I
Yeah.
went, "Oh, but I wonder, can you shoot guns here?"
Well, weapons armory in the castle, like
In that
these-
castle
these
area
were
where
old
the
weapons.
armor and all
Yeah,
that kind of stuff was, and I just thought of guns, and I said, "I wonder, can you shoot guns here?" Because like Eastern Europe is a bit different with their weapons rules. So I googled it, and it was one like 5 minutes from where we were, and I just mentioned it to them, and because I wasn't expecting let's go. I was expecting like to put up a fight, and I just said, "Do you just want to go shooting?" Yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah. It was
and that was it.
what was it? 1,500.
52 quid each.
50.
Yeah, but 1,500 Czech crowns, whatever.
Mm.
And they picked us up at their office.
Yeah, they picked us up and
And
drove
it
us.
What was it, 20 minutes?
We all thought we were going to die. Actually,
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was
I thought it was a scam.
That was. Yeah, I absolutely thought
What
it was
was
a
your
scam.
man's
I thought we were going to
Tom.
go into the Ukrainian border and be handed AKs.
Yes, that was really. We were in a van with two French Foreign Legion guys and
Yeah.
two guys from Holland
Yeah,
who actually
who we
thought
have a
that-
story about. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Those guys. So the official language of the Czech Republic is
Czech.
Czech. Yeah, it's just Czech.
Czech. Czech.
11 million native speakers of Czech is classified as it's a Slavic branch of Indo-European language. Here you go.
Interesting.
So Czech, they've got their own one. But the signage and the letters look very Russian.
Yeah, no, they definitely letters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But carry on, Bert.
Anyway, how did we end up in Ukraine on the front lines?
Yeah,
Tell
so
us.
your man Tom picked us up
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom was our guide.
at his office, but at least it had an office, I suppose.
Yeah. And it was down in
And,
alleyway,
um,
but anyway.
So we
Yeah.
went about 20 minutes out to like. I feel like if we were in O'Connell Street, this was more like Blanche. What did it mean?
oh, I'd say
Because
like
we never actually left.
it was
Prague.
more
We went-
Dunshaughlin.
I'd say
Or was it a
further. I'd say
like Dunshaughlin.
Was it a separate?
I'd have
it was
done
a
it.
half-hour drive. So I'd say from Blanchardstown to
So it was,
Navan.
it was a different town in a kind of an industrial estate kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, he
Because
was
there was an AstroTurf out beside it.
with
with
kids.
kids playing.
Yeah.
And beside a gun range.
It's probably a school as well there.
The thing about it was a lot longer on the way out to the gun range as
Yeah.
it was coming back.
Yeah.
I felt about 5 minutes coming back.
That's because we knew we weren't being kidnapped.
Oh yeah, we were
It
safe.
was over.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I
I was looking at landmarks going, okay, what can I tell people that I'm coming?
Yeah. And like sending messages to people. This is the reg of
Morse
the van.
code.
Yeah.
I think they do it outdoor in the summer. Is that what it said?
You're saying, yeah, weather permitting.
Was it?
Summer league,
They do it across the AstroTurf.
moving targets.
Yeah.
But this was indoors because
Don't hit children.
So try not to hit the children.
Today.
So the big thing for me was that, and I meant to actually send you a text. I think it was yesterday or this morning. I was very impressed with your form.
Yes.
Shooting.
My form.
Because I watched the video back the other day of you.
Your man was slightly impressed as well.
He was, yeah, you could
with
see.
your grouping of your targets.
Yeah.
Why,
And
thank you.
so your stance, obviously, you'd shot a gun before.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Back in the old FCA days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it? €52 for 15 shots of an AK-47.
Yeah.
In the air. With our flag.
But like, even though the lads were quite serious and safe, there wasn't like I went quad biking and we had to watch a fucking video for an hour
for
before
like
we went
whatever.
out to it. Like,
I was shocked by the safety demonstration. Like, there's a lot of stuff they didn't tell you guys on how to shoot properly. Like,
no,
He was very quick about it.
they're probably just taking the money. These are tourists. Bang.
it was like, make sure you point forward. Like, that was
Yeah.
pretty much it, yeah.
They didn't really tell you about how to hold the gun and how to hold it in against your
No, he
your
should have
shoulder.
told you like how to hold it, because
But
I was watching Robbie's video and stuff like that. It was,
You're not there to learn how to shoot. Basically, they're just taking your 52 quid here, point that. You're not going to kill anybody. Hit the target. Oh, we're all happy.
Yeah.
The lads before us they were there for ages.
Yeah.
they had the VIP.
€180 their own was.
They fired a whole range of guns.
But
didn't
that, to be honest, worth 180 because they got a good few shots off.
Yeah,
They did, yeah.
bring more cash with us.
I was happy with the few shots I got off now.
I was happy
I've
too,
I've never fired a gun before. That was
What was your experience? What did you feel when you shot it?
power.
Yeah.
I felt like turning around and just pointing it at someone and just playing God. No, not really. I was surprised by how powerful it was. I've shot
Shotguns and stuff.
not even a shotgun, but I've like air rifles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there's like a little bit of a kick off them, but not as much as that. That was very powerful.
I thought there wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be.
In terms of what?
I thought it felt quite comfortable.
Yeah.
And you just,
I'm sure people think,
That's
oh,
those
that
big
would bruise my
rats or whatever
shoulders,
they're
but
called.
it doesn't bruise your shoulders.
Yeah, no,
No.
I thought you'd be like, oh, you have to, it'll fire you back a bit, but it didn't.
Were you first to go up?
No, we sent John up first.
Oh,
because
John went
he's-
first.
He's the expert.
I was fully expecting one of us to go up and like shoot it and then land on our arse and fly all the way back to the back of the range, but that did not happen. It was good though. It was enjoyable.
I didn't like the way the Dutch boys thought we were from England.
That's the big thing is the Dutch lads. Yeah,
Those,
yeah.
those Belgians.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? They said, where are you from? And they were like, we said Ireland. Oh no, they said, are you from England? I said,
Yeah.
no, we're Ireland. Oh, all the same.
Belgians.
Oh yeah, and then we started calling them Belgians.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
They're only
Bloody Flemish.
nice guys.
Okay, so let's kind of round up our weekend in Prague. Would you recommend it for a lads' holiday?
Yeah, I think it's good for a lad's holiday and a weekend away. But I still think if you were going there for a holiday, I still think you could spend 5 or 6 days there. There's loads of stuff we didn't.
I think you could go with wife and kids.
Yeah.
it's
Definitely
quite
could. I thought it was nice.
It's quite clean. You'd never seen any real rubbish or anything.
No.
We never really seen any fights or anything either, like rowdiness.
It was actually fairly quiet for a Saturday night in what is meant to be Europe's
because
top.
you kind of have that thing. If you wanted to go find the nightclub, you'd see it there. But most of the streets are people just sitting outside having their drinks.
That was nice, I thought.
A lot of outside.
Yeah,
seating
you
area.
could people watch.
We went to the optical illusion museum, which was good.
Yeah.
There was
I
other
forgot
things we
about
could've
that.
done.
Jesus
We
Christ.
never got back to go on the boat for the trip for
Yeah.
the hour. Right?
There's so much stuff that we didn't get to do.
Yeah, there really was.
Eddie, wasn't it?
But yeah, that's right. Yeah, but there's always stuff like that in a holiday where you plan loads of things and then there's so much that
But
you miss
I really
out on.
enjoyed it. We done a little bit of everything. The only
Was
thing
good.
that will say that annoyed me just really quickly, right?
Oh God,
So-
here we go.
We booked this restaurant online for 7:00. They rang us back, said,
Oh
Yeah.
God, oh here we go. Yeah,
we, we don't take bookings. You just have to come. Okay, we'll be there at 7:00. Arrived at 7:00. It'll be 20-minute wait. Okay, we'll be back at 7:30. Do you want to take our numbers? No, I can't take for bookings or whatever. Came back at 7:30. Oh, didn't even recognise it, even though it was the fucking girl.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, it's going to be a 30-minute wait. That really annoyed me.
Do you know the weirdest thing about that was the accent you have there is flawless because she sounded as if she was from Boardsmill. It was mad, wasn't it?
It was weird actually because I was going to actually ask, but Bertie was so furious.
We can't take your order now. Sorry about that.
Steam.
The Irish Times Bar was nice, apart from the fact that it didn't give you gin and tonic.
Are you going to name and shame that place that wouldn't let us in?
I can't remember the name. It was the Railway Bar.
The Railway Bar.
Railway
It's the one
bar.
with the
The
train.
railway
trains.
The train one.
So it has a train.
Stupid
going
trains.
on.
Stupid
it's
trains. I don't want my food from a stupid
Trains
train
weren't
anyway.
the trains weren't as
Yeah.
big as I thought, to be honest.
I really wanted my food from that train.
Yeah, me too.
It's that time, you know the name. It's the reason we all came. Find the words that are the same. It's that time to play the waffle game.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot. Yes.
Rock.
Yeah.
What's this? Paper. Rock holds paper down.
Rock squeezes.
I'll always stand by that.
Paper.
So who won? I wasn't.
Scotty won.
I won.
by
Scotty.
his stupid rules.
Technically.
Would you like geography questions?
Oh, yes, I would like geography questions.
Oh, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Would you like literature questions?
No, definitely not.
Would you like sport questions?
Oh.
Showbiz questions?
All right.
History questions?
No, definitely not. It's between.
Science questions?
You're all right. It's between sports and
TV and film questions?
Oh, sports and geography. Is it general
There's
sports?
so many options.
There's loads.
Yeah, it's general. That's all the options, I think.
Give me geography. Go on.
Okay.
Let's go first. I
Okay,
think
30
that's-
seconds, is it?
No, it's just questions.
Okay.
Put that phone away.
Okay.
I can get 30 seconds on my phone if you want.
No, we don't need. We'll lash through these.
Okay, let's do it, man.
Okay. Which county is Bunratty Castle in?
Shite. Feck it.
Bunratty is not a county.
Claire.
Okay, question number 2.
Great.
What is the only American state with a name that consists of just one syllable? I don't know the answers to these, so I don't know if you're right or not.
Ooh.
State.
A state that has one syllable.
Yeah. Going to have to push you for an answer.
Feck. Yeah.
We're not on the
That is a
time.
good one. That is a good question. Where everybody's at home racking their brains as well.
I don't know. Utah. Let's go 2. Feck. One syllable.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the capital of Switzerland?
Capital of Switzerland is Zurich. Is it Bern
Too late.
or Bonn? Bonn.
What county has the smallest population in Ireland?
What county is the smallest? Probably. Where's the place that your man, that actor Chris O'Dowd's from?
It's probably not that, but yeah, Roscommon.
I'm going to say Laois. Oh, look at that curveball I threw you.
What is
It was
the-
fucking Roscommon, shite.
Leitrim, I
Probably
think.
Leitrim, yeah.
All right.
Leitrim.
Because I think that was a question.
I think it was Leitrim, yeah.
What is the most spoken language in the world?
I'll give you a clue. Is it Cantonese? Feck, is it Russian? Stop making that face.
Can't even spell Cantonese. Okay, John. on
Go.
to you.
I have to choose. I'll go with.
You can still have geography because I have 5 other questions on geography.
Go on to geography. Go on.
Will we keep her lit?
Ooh.
Yes, keep her lit.
I mean,
Okay.
this gives me a chance of winning
yeah,
now.
Yeah, because I'm terrible.
Which country has the longest coastline in the world?
Oh.
Gonna have to push
Country with the longest coastline would be Australia.
Really gonna. Oh, okay. China has a coastline, so does Russia.
Fort Knox
So is
is
America.
located in which US state?
Gonna have to push you for an answer there.
Shut up, Scotty. Fort Knox, New York.
I don't know what the answer is either. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just your face.
How many countries are there in the world?
Really gonna have to push you for an answer now.
182.
You're very confident.
Yeah, very confident. What is the longest river in the world?
Gonna have to push you for an
Denial.
answer. Oh, okay. There you go. Denial.
In denial.
It's so
Okay,
much
last
denial.
question. Which Central American country has the name which translates to English as the Savior?
Really gonna have to push you for an answer.
San Diego.
A whale's vagina.
I'm going on my answer.
What was it?
I'm so glad that you stuck with that. That's class.
San Diego. Is it?
San Diego.
Did you say country? And you said San Diego.
It's actually Saint Diego.
I'm filled full of hope.
Okay, we'll lash through these answers. Okay,
0-0.
Okay, so the first answer was Claire. You got that right.
Yeah, oh my god, what a
What?
shout.
Second answer was Maine, not Utah.
Oh, Maine.
Maine.
Is Maine a state?
Must be.
State of Maine. Yeah.
The next one was
So
actually
Maine.
Bern. You were right, but
Yeah.
you said Zurich. So
Yeah,
you
it's
were wrong.
alright. It's okay.
It is actually Leitrim.
Oh, fuck.
And then the next one is Mandarin. Mandarin.
Mandarin.
That's Chinese.
No, Cantonese
You
is
said
a whole different one.
Cantonese.
Ah!
Okay,
That's harsh.
going on to
Harsh.
Oh,
Canada. You said Australia.
Canada, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
Canada's big, I suppose.
Next
yeah.
is Kentucky, not
Pretty
New
big.
York.
didn't know
195. You said 182.
Oh, a few countries must have been added.
You were right with denial.
Damn it!
And the last one, probably obvious when you see it, El Salvador.
Ooh.
It wasn't San Diego.
San Diego.
I'm so glad because that means what, Bertie?
It's fucking 1-1.
Yeah! Tiebreaker
We're
time.
as dumb as each other.
Oh yeah, do you actually want a tiebreaker?
I Cantonese and Mandarin, I think that's harsh. Very harsh.
Really quickly,
Let's
just
break
to
some
keep everybody
ties.
interested.
Okay.
Literature, sports.
History.
Right, go history. Oh, yeah, you're going to win this one, I think. Right.
Not very good.
Is it first one to shout out the right answer?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, shout your name if you know.
No, just shout the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout your answer. Who was Taoiseach on VE Day in 1945?
Eamon DeValera.
Oh,
wait, 45.
No,
if
you're
he's
Hey!
What? He's right!
Hey! That's the only Taoiseach that I know. Hey!
gobshite.
Yes! In 1960, I still can't believe I got that DeValera thing right. In 1969, a musician named Jim Sullivan recorded an album called UFO, which featured strange lyrics about leaving his family and being abducted by aliens. Sullivan disappeared 6 years later without a trace, the only piece of evidence being his abandoned car found on a desert road. Spooky.
Oh, we kind of should have ended on that.
That is weird.
Isn't it? Never found his body. Now, anything else could have happened to him, I guess, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just quite interesting.
Weird.
Anyway,
Okay,
John. Sorry, John.
That joke.
That jokes.
That joke time.
This is airplane related because we were at talking about.
Oh my god.
We were
Go
talking about airplanes.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a lady passed out on the baggage carousel,
Nice.
but she's slowly coming around now.